Should you pay over $80,000 for an F-150? Well, let's find out. I'll include a link to the Ford & Draper's website in the description down below. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Scott. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. This week's giveaway highlight is a supercharged Silverado High Country and a Corvette Z06. If you're interested, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment to get 4x bonus entries on any donation $25 or more. Under the hood is a twin-turbo 3.5 liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed as paired to a hybrid. Fuel economy is 22 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 430 horsepower and then 570 pound-feet of torque. Now, if you want to be as torquey and efficient as a power boost, make sure you subscribe. I like the little blacked out pieces on either side of the hood with this. Very sharp headlight design as well. You get the upgraded lights with the platinum package. This one also has the blackout package, so the grille and the logo are blacked out. You got fog lights at the bottom, body painted bumper, recovery points. Altogether, the front end does look a little bit fancier compared to a regular F-150. Tire and wheel setup is 275 by 60 by 20. The wheels are completely blacked out with this. F-150 Platinum here on the side with a little vent piece, power boost down below, a fancy looking exhaust tip. Anyways, this is leaf sprung solid rear axle. Kind of hard to get a side profile, but there is a little bit of rake, just like other new F-150s. When it comes to key fob features, you've got the Ford logo there on the back. On the front face, we have our lock, unlock, remote start, and then the tailgate drop down. Being the hybrid, we've got the Pro Power on board, so lots of inverters with plenty of power, and then you can see the LED lights here in the bed. No bed line or anything like that, but we do have a roller here on the tailgate. Also, this one doesn't have the step, interestingly enough, but it does have something else, and that something else is the swing gate feature. I don't think this is really going to become that popular. Some people will like it, but I think most people are okay with the traditional. But yeah, that's pretty much going to sum things up for the exterior of this F-150. Let's now check out the interior. Nice stitching, you got the suede insert there, and then look at that, power side steps, and they're actually not quite wheel to wheel, but they extend a little bit over into the bed area. Platinum there on the seat, perforated all down the center section, and then we do have under seat storage there, flat loading floor. Legroom in the back is great, got a little storage pocket. Cup holders in the back. We also have some charge ports, heated seats here for the rear, and then headroom with the sunroof is a little bit less. The sunroof does take up some space. Power sliding rear window, keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You've got your memory seat functionality. The mirrors power extend out. They also power fold in, and then we do have acoustic glass up front with this, and then more of that nice suede trim there on the door panel. 1243 for the payload capacity on this truck. Platinum there on the seat, perforated all down the center. You've got power adjustments and lumbar support on the side. Automatic headlights. This also comes with power adjustable pedals. Soft touch all around the steering wheel, platinum logo at the bottom. You got stuff for the center screen there, cruise control. You've got your volume controls as well as voice command controls. Full digital cluster, which means you can change what is displayed here in the center. It also has an animation for the drive modes. Now this isn't going to have nearly as many like off-road modes because it's a Platinum, but you still have a little bit there. And then it has a heads-up display. There's also kind of nicer trim on the dash with the Platinum. 360 camera system, good resolution with the camera, and your parking assist button's actually at the top of the screen right there. And I guess we'll just go over the rest of the screen quickly. Sidebar here responds pretty quickly. You've got the shortcut bar at the bottom, which also responds quickly. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Braille trailer backup assistant. You got trailer brake controls, and then part-time four-wheel drive system, but it has high, low, and auto. It also has a rear locking differential. Analog controls for the radio, the climate, dual zone climate, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and then there's shortcut buttons for stuff like the camera. Kind of nice trim there, covering up the phone charging path, some USB ports, cup holders here. Shifter for that 10-speed. It does have plus and minus to shift the gears yourself. This has the workbench center console. Pretty big. Of course, this says Platinum there on the top. Got the two glove box lids, power sliding rear glass, and then panoramic sunroof. Now there's a lot of glare, but $84,535 is the MSRP. Let's see how this Platinum Power Boost performs. Power Boost! Let's see how this performs. Massage seat, by the way, let's get that going. Come on. You do have to dive through quite a few menus to get the massage turned on. It's one thing that's kind of annoying. Oh, whoops. Like, why not just, you know, put a button That's what Ram does. You just got a button on the door panel. It's like if you're going to offer a luxury feature in an $80,000+ truck, I think you can afford to offer a physical button to turn on that luxury feature, you know? But yeah, I mean, the seats are incredibly comfortable. The acoustic glass does help out a bit with overall noise insulation. Acoustic glass is a big thing for these pickup trucks because, you know, it's a tall vehicle, a little bit boxier, so you're gonna get quite a bit of wind, but the glass helps out with reducing that wind noise. Man, this is smooth. I mean, the Power Boost seems to have pretty good delivery. It's smooth, and it's pretty snappy right off the bat. And you know, part of that, the base engine's got good torque. Gotta remember that about the EcoBoost. Or as I like to call it, the EcoBeast. I mean, this isn't the high output, so it's, I guess it's not quite an EcoBeast. Okay, let's now continue along. I will say you can feel the solid axle and leaf springs in the back. It does kind of bump around a bit, so it still feels like a truck. So one of the downsides with using leaf springs still on a solid axle, there's obviously a lot of benefits to a solid axle in terms of, and leaf springs in terms of longevity and rigidity and everything, but it's definitely bumpier. It's definitely bumpier. So yeah, definitely feels truck-like over the rougher terrain. There's no hiding that. But let's see what the Power Boost. Ooh, this thing scoots. Yeah, it puts power in. Yeah, Power Boost has power. So quiet, it's comfortable, it's pretty fuel efficient for a pickup truck. I never thought I'd say this, but the F-150 Lightning has independent suspension all around. I think it might be time for Ford to add that to the luxury packages on the F-150. Now I get it, like a, you know, XL work truck. You're gonna want it to be as simple and capable as possible. But something like this, like the person that buys a Platinum, they're gonna tow with it like once a year maybe, and the rest of it's daily driving. So having the independent suspension and the extra comfort that provides, I think that would be a game changer. And maybe get rid of the blue suede. I don't know if I'm sold on it. I think it's too much. And also, I mean, gotta be a pain to keep clean. I mean, at least I think it's probably a pain to keep clean. But let me know your thoughts.